Hey guys, this is Jason Smith with Hobo Forge Survival, and I don't know where I'm at. But on this week's Tips and Tricks, I'm gonna use a map and a compass, and we're gonna figure it out. Okay guys, here's the scenario. Parked on the road, went on a day hike. I know where I parked and I know which direction I was initially traveling. Been walking for a while, got a little turned around, and now I need to pinpoint my location using the map, the compass, and the terrain around me. Before we even get started, guys, understand I always carry my compass. Anytime I'm in the woods, this is around my neck. It's not getting interfered with by any metals, anything like that. The next thing I always have is a paper map of the area I'm training in. You can print them off anywhere, super simple to have. I know phones are great, but remember, phone batteries die. This map and this compass, batteries never die. Okay guys, let's go over things we know. We got to get some confidence here to figure out exactly where we're at. So going through the things we know is going to give us the confidence to figure out exactly and pinpoint that exact spot. So what do we know? I know I parked down here off of County Road 90 and where it crossed this creek here. All right, I parked right there. And then I know I moved east from there. County Road 90 continues all the way up north around here. And I know I have not crossed a paved road since I've been walking. So that puts me south of that paved road. Now, Skinner Creek runs all the way down through here. It's a pretty pronounced body of water. I know I haven't crossed or jumped across any creeks in my walking. So therefore, I know I'm somewhere north of Skinner Creek. So that puts me somewhere in this general location here. So those are some big wins for me knowing the general area I'm at. I've taken this huge map and I've brought it all the way down to just this area right here. All right guys, now that I've pinpointed the general area I'm in, I need to orient this map to my compass so I can make some sense out of the terrain that I see around here. I don't know exactly which way I'm looking if this map isn't oriented properly to magnetic north. So I'm going to pair together my compass and my map, and I'm going to get this thing lined out so I know what I'm looking at. So I'm going to take my compass and I'm going to lay my compass on the map, and I'm going to turn the map, lining the grid lines up. So the map is now, I'm going to turn this ring here, line those lines up, and I'm going to get that map facing north. Note here, these north-south lines on the map and east-west lines on the map, I'm lining those up with the lines within my compass and rotating my map to match. So now grid north is lined up with magnetic north. So now whatever I look at on my map is oriented to the direction of my travel. So what I'm looking at here, I'm facing east now. This is north, east, west is behind me, and this is south. So now my map, I can now look at my map and correspond those directions to what I'm seeing in front of me. So my map being oriented like this, the terrain should match what I'm seeing. All right, now that I've got that map oriented to the compass, so now my map's facing north, my compass is, I use my compass to orient my map to the ground here, okay? So now I can pick my map up because it's facing the correct direction now, and now I can look and say, okay, well, this now is east, southeast is what I'm looking at here with my compass, and I look at my map and I say, okay, well, what is east of me, east, southeast of me on my map here? All right, I know I'm in this general area here in between the Skinner Creek and the County Road 90. So I'm in this area somewhere. So what I need to start looking for is terrain that matches that up. So what do I see laying in front of me? I see kind of varied terrain, nothing really, no real elevation to note on looking here. So I'm gonna look around me and say, well, what do I see? What do I see to the south, right? If I'm looking south, what do I see down here? I see a drop off. Well, if I look here, there's some very, very close together contour lines here which indicate steep terrain, okay? So that means this is dropping down. This may be dropping down to Skinner Creek. So I'm gonna move to the edge and kind of visibly see. I see on the far side, this looks like it dips down. Well, if I look across my creek here, I'm able to see this drops down to a creek and then goes right back up to a big hilltop. Well, I see a big hilltop right there. So this drives down to maybe a body of water, and then I see a hilltop on the far side. So therefore, I need to go and confirm. I need to head south and go confirm and see whether or not that creek is down there. So what I'm seeing here is I have this stream that runs east-west down here in my down at the bottom of this hilltop. And on the far side, I have a hill. So this confirms I've moved to the edge, or where I think I was on my map, or the general location. I moved south on my map. I confirmed this is a drop. I see a stream that's running east-west in the bottom, east-northeast. So as this comes up, I see how it kind of comes around the corner up here. Now I can't confirm that it turns truly north around the corner unless I get down in here and take a look at it. But what I can confirm is there's a large hilltop on the far side. And that hilltop looks like it goes and peters down into kind of a ridge down this way to the to my southwest. All right, I see that ridge line peter out to the southwest, and then I see here it's higher as it heads to the east. So I'm almost confirming that this is the hilltop I'm looking at. This is the stream, the branch off of Skinner Creek. So I've confirmed that I'm standing right on the edge of Skinner Creek. So due north of me is County Road 90. I can confirm that. And I think I'm somewhere along where this creek, Skinner Creek, turns north to the Beaver Dam up here. I'm somewhere along this creek where it's running east-west, true east-west, because that's what I'm seeing with my compass here, is this running true east-west. It hasn't turned yet. So I think I'm right along this east-west portion of Skinner Creek. All right, guys, don't forget what we've done here today. We've identified, relatively speaking, within a couple hundred meters of where exactly we are on the map. All right, and don't forget what got us here. We started out by taking in what we knew. We knew where we parked, and we knew the cardinal direction in which we traveled during the day. Then we took stock in that, set our map on the ground, and oriented the map to the compass so they were both oriented north. Then we looked at the map, and then we looked at the terrain around us and meshed those two together and confirmed the terrain we were looking at on the map was the same that we were seeing on the ground. Now we have two options. We can either backtrack the way we came, shooting a bearing based on our highly suspected location now, or I could shoot a cardinal direction up to a known, which is the County Road 90, and then I could handrail County Road 90 all the way back to my truck. It being late in the day, I may go ahead and shoot a cardinal direction, hit County Road 90, and then skirt that all the way back to my truck. By handrailing a known like that, then I find myself very much close to a known terrain feature, and then as it gets night, I find myself closer to a man-made road to walk on as opposed to walking through the woods. Thanks for watching, guys. If you got any comments, please leave them below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and tune in for next week's Smart Tips and Tricks.